Alright, welcome back to the Crabby. Today we're going to do a full playthrough for Viral, which is a pretty lightish, medium-ish Euro game. But it's very thematic because we're going to be playing the role of viruses. Alright, so sort of an area majority game out here. We have our viruses and we're going to attack the human bodies. We have different organs out there. So just like most area majority games, we're going to try to get our viruses in certain places so that we can score points, go down the score track, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game is going to win. And before I forget, the main mechanism to this one is hand management. All right, we're going to have different cards in our hand and we're going to have to play them to move our viruses and do various things with our virus tokens. All right, so before we start, a couple of things. I'm going to be showing you a 3-player playthrough. I'm going to be focusing more on the purple, playing against yellow and green. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to play completely random for these two guys just to move the video along. I'll probably finish this quite fast because I'm not going to be doing much strategy for the other players. We're going to focus strictly on the purple guys. And we're pretty much ready to go. 3 things before we go. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That'll be fantastic. Alright, so let's zoom in just a little bit and let's go. Alright, so Viral. How does the game play? So first of all, how does the game end? Well, first you're going to play 6 rounds. And you know you're going to play 6 rounds because this is the event deck in the game. And there's 6 cards in here. So when this deck is empty, that's going to be the end of the game. Alright, every single round of those 6, you're going to be doing the same 6 phases. Alright, and this game is beautifully set up because you're just going to follow the marker down the left-hand side over here. You're going to reach the bottom. If there's still cards in that deck, you'll just reset it back to the top. So you're going to be doing this 6 times. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Alright, and let's get cracking. Alright, so phase 1 of every single round is the meat and potatoes of the game. Alright, that's where we're going to be doing our actions. Everything else is just basically systematic things that will happen, but this is where we're going to do our actions. Alright, and if you're going to look at the marker over here, alright, so the first thing is you're going to move the first player marker to the next player. Obviously, you skip that in the first round of the game. Alright, so next thing you're going to do is you're going to select 2 cards from your hand, and you're going to get them ready. Alright, everyone's going to do this at the same time. Alright, so let's look at our hand of cards. So everyone's hand is going to be pretty much the same at the start of the game. Alright, you're going to have a location deck and a action deck. Alright, they have specific names, mutation or whatever. It doesn't matter. These are the locations and these are the actions. And you're going to select one of each type of card. Alright, so for example, let's say, I'm just looking at here quick. Let me go to the lungs. So I want to pick this card. And then I also want to put... let's say this card over here. Sure. Let's maybe I'm overthinking this. Let's do this. There you go. So I'm going to play this. Now everyone is going to pick their 2 cards at the right now. Right? When everyone's ready, everyone's going to flip over their cards. And we're all going to activate this combination in turn order. So starting with purple, because I got the first player marker. Alright, so let's pretend yellow picked these 2 cards. And let's pretend green picked these 2 cards. Alright, and we're going to go. Alright, so I'm up first, and let's perform our actions. Alright, so let's look at the anatomy of these cards. So the location is pretty much where you're going to be doing the action. Alright, for the blue squares. Alright, there are, on most cards in the game, also actions not in the blue. That means you can do it anywhere on the board. But if there's a blue square, it means you have to do that action in that location. So in this random example, I want to go to zone 3. I'm going to generate a guy and then perform an attack. Right? You can also perform these actions in any order that you like. I'm obviously, because I want to attack a guy with a guy that I want to generate, I'm going to go just straight up from top to bottom. So I'm going to generate a guy in the lungs. You can go into either organ. So I'm going to go on the one on the right. And then I'm going to attack a guy. Boom. Attack yellow. Kill it off. Everything in this game has 1 hit point. As soon as you attack it, it dies. Right? If you shield your guy, you flip it over. And you'll see that much later. Then it has 2 HP. You have to attack it twice to kill it. Right, but that's my action. After you perform your action, you're going to put this on the one side of your board. As you can see, there's a 2 because you're going to do this a second time, and that's going to be pretty much the end of phase 1. Alright, so pretty easy game to sort of play. Alright, everyone's going to pick their 2 cards. Everyone's ready, flip them all over, and perform the actions in turn order. Alright, so yellow, pick these 2 cards. Again, I'm playing completely random for the other players, so this is going to be interesting. Let's see what they're going to do. So, oh, he's going to go in the heart, generate a guy, and shield 2 things. So, let's generate a guy in the heart. Let's put him over here. And then double shield means flip your tokens over. I just explained to you what it does. It just protects them from future attacks. So I'm going to flip this one over, and I'm going to flip this one over. And that was pretty much their turn. So they're going to put this on their one side. Green, I put all their cards down here. Again, completely random. Let's see what green's going to do. He's going to go to the pancreas liver area, which is over here. He's going to generate a guy. Let's go over eeny, meeny, miny, mo, doesn't matter. Let's go to the liver. And then he's going to move twice. So let's go over, just to show you how crises work. He's going to grab this, and he's going to move. So movement in this game, all right, is very simple. You just follow the veins, the arrows on the veins on the human body, all right? So let me zoom in to show you a better example. So from the heart, for example, because it pumps everywhere, right? You're pumping blood, you're going to follow the arrows down. So from the heart, you can pretty much get to any other organ, all right? Just follow the arrows. All right, but if you're using the blue arrows, as you can see, everything goes back into the heart. All right, so with a double movement, what he's going to do is going to move this guy. He's going to go down here, follow the blue line all the way around over here. So that's one movement. And that's the second movement. And the reason he did that is now there's 3 viruses in an organ, all right, which is going to lead me to the whole crisis aspect of this game, which is a pretty unique mechanism that I've not seen in any other game. All right, so you're going to look at this little chart. All right, so depending on the number of players, if the total viruses in an organ, not in a zone, in a specific organ, so for example, this heart is a left organ and a right organ. So if the number hits that threshold, so in a 3-player game it's 3, it's going to be a crisis, which means obviously the antibodies are going to come flush everything out and maybe get some medication, go to the hospital. Who knows? Whatever thematics is behind it, you're going to cause a crisis, which means you're going to you take the lowest crisis token and you're going to play it on that icon, on that organ. And you're going to see later on in the phase over here when we get to number 4, we're going to pretty much flush all the viruses that are there. All right, so that was green's turn. Let's put that on his number 1 side. And there you go. So we did the first part. And then very simple, we're going to do the exact same thing for number 2. All right, maybe we're going to try to steal some points here. We're going to grab the zone 5. By the way, you can tell the zones as well because there's the numbers here. This is the same order that the things are going to score later on. All right, but we're going to take zone 5 and we're going to put the double generate card. Is the, what's it called? Basic reproduction. Right, so we're going to pick this. And all the other players are going to pick their cards. Again, yellow's going to pick this. Green's going to pick whatever. Completely random. And now we're ready. Everyone's ready. We're all going to flip over our cards. And we're going to perform our actions. All right, so I'm going to go in this zone. And remember, it's blue, which means I have to generate both of my guys in here. But pretty easy. I'm going to put one in here and one in here. And there you go. I'm done. So I'm going to put this on my number 2 side of my board. Now again, yellow, completely random. Let's see. He's going to pick kidneys down here and double reproduction. Perfect. So he's going to take 2. He's going to put one on one side, one on the other side. All right, so he's done. He's going to put on his 2 side, but you know what? Just to save space, I'm just going to dump it all on the one side. And green, with their final action, is going to do the brain. Generate a guy and attack. So this would have been a pretty terrible card for him to have taken. Let me just switch it up. Maybe he's going to play something else. Here, let him play this one. So he's going to do an attack or a generate a guy. So this line means one or the other. And remember, I mentioned this before, but you can do stuff in any order you want. So for example, he can either move or shield a guy first. So what he's going to do is going to shield this guy. And then he's going to generate a guy in the brain. All right, and there you go. He's done. All right, so that's going to be the sort of end of this phase. The last thing you're going to do is sort of a cleanup. So you're going to do 2 actions and then cleanup, which means any cards that were previously in this section go to your hand. And then you're going to play all the cards that you play this round are going to go to that section. So it sort of delays your cards. So you can't play cards 2 rounds in a row. All right, so next turn, I'm not going to have access to my lung card or my zone 5 card for my actions. And there you go. That's it for phase 1. And the rest is all procedural stuff that we'll just do in order. All right, so we're going to go here. This is the sort of point scoring system of the game. This is where we score most of our points. All right, so the way it works is you're going to start from zone 1, work all the way to zone 6. You're going to see the numbers here. And you're going to, whoever is the majority, and you have to have viruses in both organs, if there's more than one organ, is going to score the points on the token. All right, so that's the point icon. And is going to get research points at the bottom. And research points, you're going to see them in probably round 2 or 3, is horrible. All right, because it's going to kill your viruses. All right, so up there, obviously it's going to be green who's going to win because they have nobody to contest it against. So they're going to score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. All right, they're also going to gain 3 research points. 1, 2, 3. Up next over here, yellow is the only person with guys in both. So they're going to gain 3 points. And they're going to get 2 research. All right. Next up, the lungs. So that's going to be me, purple. I'm going to get only 1 point and 1 research point. All right, next zone 4 is here, which is green. They're going to gain 1 point and lose a research point. All right. Now you're going to see on this track a couple of things to notice. These cards. Whenever you hit that location with your point scoring marker, you immediately get a better card to add to your deck. All right, there's a display over here. You're going to take one of these, add it to your hand. And so green hit that location, so they're going to grab one of these cards. And I'm just going to take random for pretty much everyone. Let's just grab the greedy card. All right, so that's going to go to his hand. Then we're going to replace. So that was scoring here. Now we're going to score here. So for this one here, zone 5, it's a bit special because there's an extra sort of organ, so you get an extra point. So here, purple, because I have a guy in every single organ, is going to score 2 + 1, 3 points in total. 1, 2, 3, and get 2 research. 1, 2. All right, and you're going to notice I also hit that card. So which card do I want to add to my hand? I'm going to grab the Troublemaker. This is a pretty chaotic card, and I'm going to show you probably next turn how to use it. So that's going to go to my hand. Let's refresh it right away. And then finally, we're going to score down here. All right, so for this one, this is where we're going to look at the tiebreaker chart. All right, because first you have to check who's in both organs. Both players are in both organs. Then you're going to check the total number of viruses. We both have 2 each. All right, so it's a complete tie. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the tiebreaker chart. And the person at the bottom, mostly at the bottom, is going to break the tie. So those points are going to go strictly to yellow, right? Because they're below purple. The yellow is going to score 2 points. 1, 2. And they're going to get 1 research point. And they're going to get a card because they passed that. So let's give them the Conqueror card. Sure, why not? We'll give them that. And these are just, as I mentioned before, strictly better. But one thing I did forget to mention is some of them are going to give you points. All right, so this is endgame victory points. So this card, because it's not as good as other cards, will give you a lot of points. All right, so there you go. We did the full scoring. All right, you're going to score all 6 zones. You're going to go to the next phase, which is the event. I did forget to read this, so maybe this is going to suck. This is open information. I should have read it before doing any action. We'll do that next turn. We'll read it before doing anything. All right, so this one says, too much sugar. Place the lowest numbered crisis tiles available in the pancreas and stomach. So one's going to go in the pancreas, and one's going to go in the stomach. There you go. There you go. So that's done. All right, so that's the event. Next, you're going to go to the crisis. All right, so as I mentioned, bad things are going to happen. Okay, so starting in numbered order, you're going to score each crisis. All right, so the number one is over here. All right, so as you can see here, the person with the most viruses in that zone is going to score 2 points. Everyone else is going to score 1. Obviously, yellow has the most, so they're going to score 2. 1, 2. Green has the second most, they're going to score 1. And then everyone gets destroyed. All right, but if you're shielded, obviously you get to stay. You just have to flip your shielded side back. That's going to go back to yellow. After that, you can put the crisis marker back, and then you're going to do the same thing for 2 and 3. So here, green's by itself. Obviously, they're going to score the 2 points. 1, 2. Looks like they're kicking my butt. I'm losing by a lot already. All right, and then over here, again, you're going to look at the tiebreaker because we both have 1. Yellow's going to score 2. 1, 2, and I'm only going to score 1. Again, yellow passed the next scoring card, so they're going to grab, let's grab the 3-point card. Maybe that's going to be nice for them. And I scored 1, which means these two guys get destroyed. And there you go, we dealt with all the crises. Perfect. Up next, this phase, the research phase, is only going to happen if somebody reached the top of the chart and nobody has yet, so we'll skip it. And then finally here is if there was anybody that was absorbed. It's one of the special actions that you'll see. None of them have it here. They're going to release. And then you're going to reset the tiebreaker chart according to the point track. So yellow is going to be on the top. Green's going to be in the middle. And lonely me, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom because I'm lagging behind. All right. And there you go. That is round number 1. All right. We're going to reset this. And let's go to round number 2. But this time we are going to read our event. Maybe I'll make some strategic changes. So the player who controls zone 2 scores 2 points. All right, because, oh, they're in love. It's the heart. All right, so maybe we want to get guys in there, but it's going to be kind of hard because they're already fighting for it. So maybe we'll try to regain this section over here or something. Okay, so there you go. Well, round 2, we're going to do the exact same thing. So here, just a little reminder to pass the first player marker over. This is going to go to yellow. All right, and everyone's going to grab their 2 cards. All right, I think I'm ready. I'm going to play this. I'm going to try to gain control of that heart. Maybe with some luck, I might gain control of it. So I'm going to play these 2. So everyone's ready. Everyone's going to reveal. Again, playing completely random for the other players. They should have picked their stuff before. But let's just do it. I'm going to flip this over. So lungs, well, they wouldn't have picked this card because it's completely useless. Let's pick a different card. Here we go. Let's say they pick card lungs with the basic attack here. So generate a guy and attack. So lungs, generate a guy, attack, kills my guy. I'm in last, man. What are you doing? So this is going to sit beside their board on number 1. Again, green, completely random. Let's see what they're going to do. Kidneys. Well, they can't really do that action in the kidneys at the moment. Here, they're going to do this one here. So let's say they would have picked this. So kidneys, place a guy and shield 2 other guys. They're going to place this in the right kidney, all right, which causes a crisis. I'm going to take that token and put it here. And then they get to shield 2 random dudes. Let's go with the... we're going to do this one for 1, and we're going to do one of them in the brain. All right, so that was his combo. And then I'm going to play this. So in the heart, I'm going to generate a guy and then do 2 movement. So let's go to the right heart, which is going to cause a crisis. And then with my 2 movement, I'm going to move both of these guys because they can't score unless I have guys everywhere. He's going to move to the left heart. And then he's going to move to the left heart as well. Maybe with a bit of luck, both my guys will stay, and I'll be able to score. So again, this is going to get stored over here. All right, so we did our number 1. Let's go do our number 2. All right, I'm going to pick this combo. Again, we'll do the other players. Let's say they pick this. Hopefully it's a good combo that works. Green's going to pick this. And let's go. Yellow's first player, so they're going to play first. So they're going to play the... Oh, well, obviously they would not have played this. Okay, let's say they would have played this instead. All right, so in zone 5, generate a guy. Let's just go up here in the stomach. And then they get to move or shield. Um, move or shield, move or shield. Well, they know if they move him into the heart, they're still gonna lose because they have the worst tiebreaker, and I have the tiebreaker against them. So maybe a better idea is to move this guy down into the kidneys. Move it here. Because now he has the tiebreaker against me because he has 3 viruses. All right, so that'll score him there. All right, so that was his move. So he's done. So that's it for yellow. Green, let's see if it's something he can actually do. Let's see, in the lungs. He doesn't have guys in the lungs. Let's pick a different card. So here we go. Easy peasy. Generate 2 guys. All right, awesome. He's going to go in the lungs. He's going to take total control of the lungs. So that was his move. And then finally, I'm going to play my thing, which is kidneys. Haha, I screwed over yellow because I'm generating another guy. So let's go in the kidneys. I'll go in the left kidney. I'm going to cause another crisis. Lots of crises this turn. So 1 on the right hand kidney, 1 on the left hand kidney. And then I get to shield a couple of guys. Oh, there was supposed to be a crisis up here too. I did forget. I didn't catch that. So technically, the 3 would have gone here and the 4 would have gone down here. My apologies. When my viruses moved in, would have caused a crisis. So I generated a guy, and now I get to shield a couple. So obviously going to shield where crises are going to come attack me. So let's go over. Do I want to save these dudes or do I want to save those dudes? Let's go up. Let's see, this is 3 points and 2 research. Yeah, let's save these guys. I'll save this one. Actually, I'm going to hit the top of the research at the end of this. Oh man, I'm going to get completely wiped no matter what. Alright, so it doesn't really matter where I shield. So I'm going to go here and here. And you'll see why at the end. Alright, so this is going to go to my right hand side. Alright, again, as a reminder here, these cards, when you're all done, go back to your hand. And then these guys get shuffled back or pushed back to the top over here where there's the little hourglass symbol. Alright, so that's it for phase 1. We're good. Let's go down. Alright, so scoring again. So again, 1 through 6. Very simple. Green's going to score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. They're going to grab a card. Let's grab the bully card. Let's give that to green. Then we're going to score 2. Now here, obviously pink has the most, or purple. We have 3 guys and we're in both organs. So we're going to score 3 and get... Sorry, I forgot to give green his 3 research points. 1, 2, 3. So now this one, purple's going to score 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab a card. Because we're going to get totally wiped out this round, let's grab the swarm card so we can generate a lot of guys next turn. So that's going to go to my hand. I'm also going to get 2 research points. Like we're at the top. And down here, green's going to score 1 point and get 1 research point. But again, you're at the top, so you can't go up anymore. Here in the pancreas, well, maybe he should have moved his guys down, but he's going to score 0. Here in the intestines, everyone's going to score 0. And then over here, looks like both players have 3 guys each, but purple's lower, so purple's going to score. So purple's going to score 2 points. 1, 2. And get 1 research point. Oh, well, I'm already at the top. All right, so we scored. Let's go down. Remember, whoever has control of the heart is going to score 2 points because of that. So 1, 2. Hey, look at that. We're going to get another card. Let's grab the assimilate card. Sure. I'm going to grab the assimilate. Let's add that to my hand. Score that. We're going to go down. All right, now we're going to deal with the crises. We got 4 of them to take care of. So in order, so number 1 is here. So yellow has the most, so they're going to score 2. 1, 2. Pink has the second most, so they're going to score 1. Then everyone's going to die. Dead. Oh, there was a tie for second, but purple's going to get that tiebreaker. Oh, actually, it's everyone else scores 1. So green's going to score 1 as well. They're going to get another card. Let's grab the cocoon virus card. Let's give that to green. And then everything dies, so green gets flipped over. Crisis 1 dealt with. Crisis 2 over here. Some guys did move out, but the crisis, even if guys move out, the crisis is still happening. So even if there was nothing in here, we're still going to calculate the crisis. So here, there's a tie between 2 players. Guess what? Purple breaks the tie, so purple's going to score 2. 1, 2. And green's going to score 1. Then they're going to die. Crisis 3. Purple's going to score 2. 1, 2. I'm going to get my last extra card for this game. I think I'm going to grab the... let's grab the assassin. No, I don't really like the assassin. You need a lot of guys on the board for that to work. Yeah, let's grab the assassin just because it's 2 points. Maybe it'll come in handy later. All right, grab that. I didn't score yellow's points. Let's give them a point. Let's give them a card. Let's go with the warrior. Die. And then finally, the last crisis here. Purple's going to get 2 more. It looks like I cleaned up that round. Made a massive comeback. Yellow's going to score an extra point. And then everything's going to die. All right, so dealt with 4 crises. Done. And now we're going to deal with the research. All right, so whoever has reached the top, all right, this is going to happen often after the first round of the game, is going to get completely wiped out. All right, they're all going to take 1 hit. So if you have guys on their shield side, it flips over, but anyone that's not on the shield side dies. So that's going to happen for purple and green. And so this one survives, this one dies, dead, 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 dead. And there you go, a ton of viruses off the board. All right, give these back to their owners. Quick. All right, that was pretty painful for both of us. We lost a ton of guys. And then finally, 6, nobody got absorbed. Let's change the tiebreaker. So purple's going to go to the front. And when you have a tie, you just keep the same order that was there before. So this is going to go up. These 2 are going to slide down. All right, it's not the end of the game. So again, we're going to go back to the top and get ready for round 3. All right, so the first thing you do is move first player marker. That's going to go to green. All right, we're ready to go for round 3. I did forget to remove the event card. So the next one for this round is each zone control. Each zone is going to score an extra point. So overall, so an extra 6 points available this round. Now, I have absolutely nobody on the board. And so probably this round, I'm going to be playing these 2 cards. Just to get a lot of viruses out there, try to get a lot of control, maybe score that a couple of more times to score points. And so now I just have to decide which zones I want to use it on. The brain, I don't really want to go to the brain this game. It's kind of far from where I want to go. So let's go with the... maybe I'll be greedy. I'll see if I can get 3 guys on here. So let's play the 3 on here. And then maybe next turn we'll play the 2 on the pancreas. So I'm going to have 3 guys here and 2 guys here. A little stronghold in the middle of the map. So I'll probably be doing this. But again, we just have to choose 2 cards. So we're going to choose these 2. And so all the other players chose. We're all going to flip over. Again, completely random for the other players. Oh! Looks like green's going to pick the same zone as me. They're going to generate a guy and attack. So probably logically for them, they're going to attack yellow for whatever reason. Then we're second player. We're going to show them, haha! Well, thankfully, we weren't before him because he would have definitely attacked us. So we're going to generate 3 guys. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. That was our cards. Again, left-hand side, number 1 zone. Yellow's going to go up next. They're going to do a generate a guy and a brain. And double shield. So where do they want to shield? Probably shield up on the brain. And then let's shield up on the heart. There you go. So that's their turn. Pick our second card. We already know what we want to do. We're going to do this. Again, completely random for the other players. Hopefully it's something that makes some sort of sense. Yeah, that's not bad for green. So they're going to generate a guy up here in zone 2. Let's go to the same side. No, let's go to this side. Because then they're going to do a move. And what they're going to do is they're going to move this guy, because they know they're not going to win here, all the way into the left-hand heart over here. So now they're going to be able to at least score those points. That was green's turn. I'm going to go liver, pancreas, my turn. Easy peasy. Go to yellow. Boom! Oh, liver, pancreas, 2 guys. Oh, they just screwed me over. They're going to steal my points. All right, so the same exact thing. Liver, pancreas. All right, because they have the tiebreaker against me. So let's get rid of that. And there you go. We played all our stuff. Let's clean up. So this stuff comes to my hand. This. What's here? And obviously I'm going to do that for the other players off camera. So now we're going to go to scoring. Again, top, bottom. Up there, it's going to be a tiebreaker. Green's going to score. Oh, yeah, green's going to score. So green scores 3. 1, 2, 3. They're going to grab a card. I say let's grab the noisy movement card. So give that to green. But they're also going to gain 3 research points. 1, 2, 3. All right, next zone here. Green's going to score 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Now they're tied with me. Get 2 more research points. They're already at the top. All right, next up here, nobody's going to score. Here, yellow's going to score 1 point and lose a research. Then here, I'm going to score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And get 2 research points. All right, now, you're going to see over here the little flip over point scoring icon. Whenever any player gets to 21, all these tokens get flipped over. And now they're all going to be worth just a little bit more points, or give a bit more research or less research. Changes up the game just a little bit. And finally, the one up here. And you're going to continue scoring with those tokens flipped. But, of course, the last thing to score is the kidneys, and there's absolutely nobody there. All right, so that's going to be it for that. Let's go down. So, again, every zone is going to score an extra point. So, green, an extra point there. Green, an extra point there. Yellow, a point here. Purple, a point here. And that's it. Rid of this card. All right, up next. Crises. Did I forget to put one out? No. Not one zone has a crisis. No zone has 3 guys. I will skip it. Research. Green gets absolutely screwed over. Dead. 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 All their guys off the board. They don't even have one dude on there. Okay. That's going to be the only guy suffering the research wrath. Let's go down. Reset turn order. So purple is going to be at the top. Then green. Then yellow. And there you go. That was round 3. Let's go to round number 4. We're halfway through the game. I'm going to pass the first player marker over. So I'm going to be first player. And let's pick our cards. All right. So the event for this round is whoever controls the lungs is going to get extra points. All right. So what do I want to do? I think it's caused a bit of chaos. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the lungs. The heart with this card. All right. Everyone's going to pick their stuff. So yellow picks their cards, green picks their cards. Everyone's ready. We're going to flip them over. All right, we're going to go first. All right, so I'm going to play this. So this is the assimilate card. It's a pretty good card. So first I'm going to generate a guy. Remember, you can do this in any order. So let's go to the left lung, and I'll show you why. After that, I'm going to pull a guy. So this is the magnet. So you can either push a guy out of a zone, so I can push this guy out, or I can pull a guy. And I think I'm going to pull because I want to gain control or make sure that I score this. So I'm going to pull, let's say, this guy over here. And I'm just going to attack him. Boom, dead. Easy. And so that was my cards. Play them here. Let's do yellow's turn. So they're going to do lungs. Maybe they don't want to play this card. Let's say they do lungs like this. So, because they're the only ones in the lungs, there's no one to attack. But at least they'll be able to score something. So here they're going to generate a guy. Go to left. And then they're going to shield the guy. let's shield the guy on the right-hand side. That was their turn. Let's go green. Let's see what green's going to do. Well, they got nobody on the board, so obviously they're going to play the double creation card, and they're going to create one down here. One thing I did forget to do, because I'm going way too fast, is when there was 3 guys over here, when I moved them in, that was supposed to cause a crisis. And then I killed him. Well, doesn't matter. Crisis still stays. That was green's turn. All right, so now we're going to go pick our second card. I don't want to move anyone. Or maybe he can move, but maybe I'll play this to try to gain control of the brain. Sure, let's do that. Take a chance. Let's do this as my cards. I'm first player. Everyone picks. We'll all flip over. I'm going to pick generate a guy in a brain. And then I get double movement. Well, I'm just going to use one of them. I'm going to move this guy up here. All right, so now that's going to cause a crisis. There. I get rid of this. Yeah, on my number 2 side. All the other players do something random. So here. Oh, he's going to screw me over. Zone 5. He's going to use his warrior card. So generate a guy. Boom. Attack. Kill him. I'm not going to score here. And then shield someone. He's going to shield his guy in the lungs. Sure. That's going to be yellow's turn. That was a pretty good turn. And then green. Oh, they're going to go lungs. So they generate one guy. Let's go to lung number 2. And then shield a couple of guys. Do they even have guys to shield? Yeah, they have 2 down here, which will use it right there. All right, so there you go. We did our actions. Again, like usual, these guys go back to their hand. These guys go to the waiting area. All right, let's go to scoring. Boom. All right, starting from the top, purple's going to score. So we're going to score 4 points. That's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to gain 3 research points. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we're at the top. Okay, here, no one's going to score. Here, yellow's going to score 1 point. You're going to grab a card. Oops, I did forget to refill this before. They're going to go with the... they need to generate guys on the board. Deadly Invasion. Grab that card. And now, because everyone's passed all the card slots, you can get rid of this deck. Nobody's going to be drawing from here anymore. So that's done. They scored their point here. Yeah, from there. Then here, we're going to score 2. 1, 2. Lose a research token. Woo! Here, nobody's going to score. Here, green's going to score 2. 1, 2. And that is it. Yep. I didn't forget anything. Yep. So here, lungs. So it looks like yellow's going to score for the left-hand side. And then here, the tiebreaker goes to yellow, so yellow's going to score again. That event is done. Let's go down. Crises. We have 1 crisis here. Yellow's going to score 2 points. 1, 2. Crisis in the brain. Purple's going to score 2. Yellow's going to score 1. Both my guys are going to die, but yellow's going to stick around. That was crisis 2. That's it. Only 2 crises this round. That's pretty good. Go down. Nobody hit the top of the track because I went down by 1 because of this. Awesome. And then finally reset turn order. So it's going to be exactly the same. Purple, green. Not turn order. Sorry, the tiebreaker track. It's not going to change. It's not the end of the game. Let's go back to the top. Okay, we're going to pass the first player marker over to yellow. Let's pick our next few cards. All right, so 2 rounds left. Yeah, 2 cards left. So for this round, special thing is we're going to cause crisis in the lungs. So maybe you want to go there or not, depending on if you want to deal with the crisis. All right, so I've already gone ahead and picked my card off camera. So I want to play this. So we're going to go in turn order. Everyone picks their cards. Reveal. Yellow's going to go. All right, looks like they're going to go brain. They're always in the brain. Let's pick something else. Here you go. Pancreas. Here, there's a better card for them. Here you go. Liver, pancreas. They're going to generate a guy and cause a crisis. So this is automatic crisis. You don't even have to hit the threshold. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to play a little cheeky. They're going to generate a guy here. Causes a crisis. Actually, wait. Now they have the tiebreaker on me. You know what? They're going to go here because now they gain control of this. And then they're going to cause a crisis. Let's cause it. Doesn't really matter which one they do it in. They're going to go right over here. That was their card. Then green. The same exact location. All right, you know what? You know what? They already picked this, so they can't really change. So they're going to generate a guy in green in the pancreas. Let's go. No matter where they go, they're going to cause a crisis. All right, they're going to come down here. Cause a second crisis. All right, and then they get to shield someone or move. I think they're going to shield the guy inside the crisis. Sure, let's do that. So that was their move. And then we're going to show what we're going to do. And I'm going to play the assassin card. What is it called? Come on, focus. Yeah, the assassin card. It's one of my favorite cards in the game. So, in this zone, I'm going to do an attack. All right, but remember, you can do this in any order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an attack first in any zone. So originally what I wanted to do was kill yellow in the zone. So right here, I'm going to kill yellow. Cool, dead. After that, I'm going to use the movement. Now, because I know they're going to die, let me move him. He's going to move over here to the stomach. And then I'll use finally the attack from the zone 5 to attack yellow over here. Boom. So 2 of his guys. He does not like me very much. So we're done with this. On the left-hand side. And let's play our second set of cards. All right, very easy choice for me. Let's go back into the zone. But again, the other players are going to do something randomly. So here in the heart, yellow is going to generate a guy. Oh, perfect. Oops. Wrong token. And shield twice. So let's shield over here. You know what? Let's keep control of the heart. So they're going to shield their heart. Then green. We go into the brain. They can't really use this. They need a guy there to use this ability. So let's pick a different location. No, they wouldn't have picked that. That would have been impossible. They don't have a guy there either. The heart, they don't have a guy there either, so they would not have played this action card. Let's pick a different one. I am playing a bit random, but I want to pick something logical. You know, they can't use this card either. They don't have guys there. Sword, move. Sure, let's play this card with the heart. So they're going to cause a crisis in the heart. So let them cause it on the right-hand side. Then they can do an absorb. Unfortunately, they don't have a guy there, so they're going to forego that action. All right, and you haven't seen that yet, so maybe I'll make it for sure happen in the next few rounds. Anyway, so now they get 2 movement. I think for sure they're going to move. Actually, that's going to give them a point, and then they're going to leave their guy there. So I think they're okay there. I think they want to move anything. This is useless for them. Unless they move both their guys to the heart. He's going to go. Actually, he can gain control of this. He's going to go 1. And then through the line here, 2. Gonna go right over here. So that was his double movement. Pretty good move by green. Then finally, just to make sure we solidify some points here, in zone 4, we're gonna generate a guy. Now, unfortunately, green put a guy here. I was gonna put a thing here, but now that sucks. So let's do that anyway. So green's still gonna break the tie against me, and then I get to shield a couple. So let me shield these guys. I'm going to go here and here. Because they're going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter. So this is done. All right, so everyone did their stuff. So clean up. Let's get these back. Put this over. Boom. Let's go down and we'll score for the second last time. So all the way up there. Yellow's going to score 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 research points. 1, 2, 3. All the way to the top. Up here, yellow's going to score 3. 1, 2, 3. Get 1 research point. They're already at the top. Over here, lungs. Yellow's going to score another point. They're cleaning up. 0 research points. Here, green's beating me. They're going to score 2 points. 1, 2. and lose a research point. Well, they're at the bottom. Here, purple's going to score 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And get 2 research points all the way to the top. And then finally, green down here is going to score 2 points. 1, 2. And get 0 research points. Done? Let's go down. Now we're going to cause crisis in the lungs. There's only 1 left, even though we're supposed to cause 2 of them. We're only going to put 1. That's this one. Then we're going to score the crises. So over here, green's going to score 2. 1, 2. Purple's going to score 1. And both guys are going to die. Number 2 is over here. So here, yellow's going to score 2 points. Everyone else is going to score 1. Then everyone else dies. Three is up here. Yellow's going to score 2 points. Oh, yellow made a massive catch-up. And then here, yellow's going to score 2 points. Oh, look at that, yellow. What a fantastic round. So that was this. Let's go down. Unfortunately, now yellow and purple are going to lose all their guys. Dead, dead, dead. Flip, 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 dead. All right. That was this. Let's go here. It's going to be purple, yellow, green. And then last round of the game with the event is going to be doctor's appointment. All players slide 1 step up on the research chart. Doesn't really matter. It's the last round of the game, so that's not really going to affect the game at all. That's more interesting when you do it in round 2 or 3. All right, so let's do our last 2 actions. All right, let's do a very quick round here. We all know how to play. I already gone ahead and picked everyone's cards just to get things ready. That's first player marker. Green's going to be first player. Let's see what I picked out for him. He's going to go brain, generate 2 guys. All right, he's going to go try to get those 4 juicy points up there. And then it's going to come to me. And what did I play? I wanted to play the troublemaker card. Okay, so in the zone, I need to pull or push a guy. But I need to have a guy in the zone to do that. So I'm going to use this first. And let's generate that over here. And then I'm going to use the pull ability to pull one of my guys back up there. I'm going to take him, bring him up here. And then I need to cause a crisis also. So, well, this was going to be caused anyway. So you know what? Let's create a create a crisis on both heart zones. All right, so that's going to be the so that one is automatic because there's 3 guys, and that one is because of the card over here. So I have to cause a crisis in the heart section. All right, I'm done. Put it over here. What does yellow want to do? Yellow's going to generate 2 guys in the area over here. So let's just do that. All right, and then back to green. Although I should have picked my cards first. But green in the kidneys is going to cause a... Oh, they want to attack somebody. Well, maybe that's a stupid card because nobody was there. Maybe they thought somebody was going to try to move in. So they'll forego that. They're going to cause a crisis. Let's go put it on the right-hand side here. And then they get to move 2 guys. Where are they going to move? So they have 2 movement. Oops. Gave those cards to the wrong player. So 2 movement, green. So this guy's useless here. So 2 movement. Is there any way for him to get somebody here? Yes. No. 1, 2. No, there's no way for him to get somebody in the liver. Yeah, because the heart, the one in the brain would have to go here, then 1, 2, and then it would take 3 movement to come down. So let's go. Let's just move him. 1, 2. We're gonna go in the right heart space there, so at least we'll get some points here from the crisis. Now we had to pick a card before going, so I'm gonna cheat a little. Knowing what the board state is gonna be, I should have picked this beforehand. But let's just go into the here in the lungs. We'll go in the lungs and we'll generate a ton of guys. Let's generate a ton of guys. Sure. No. Let's do something a little bit more crazy. Let's do this. Yeah, this is a lot better. We're gonna play the assimilate with the lungs. All right. This is gonna be our last action of the game. So we need to generate a guy in the lungs. We'll do that. Boom. Next, we're gonna push or pull somebody. Actually, we're gonna use a sword first. Um. Hmm. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the green one towards us for some odd reason, and then we're gonna use our sword on the yellow guy because he's right behind me. I don't want him to score extra points, and I pulled green away because now he's not gonna score any crisis points there. So he's dead. We'll get rid of this into our 2 slot, and then finally for yellow, let's see what they're gonna do. They're gonna do kidneys, generate a guy. Let's go into the crisis area, might as well, and then 2 movement. Is there any way for them to generate points? Yes, there is. Very good way for them to get points is, they can go here and get 4, or they can go there and get 3. You know what? They'd rather come over here. So with their 2 movement, they're going to go 1, and then come here 2. So now they're going to at least score here. Right, so that's going to be their turn. All right, so because the last round of the game, you don't have to bother picking up your cards. That's pretty much done. We're just going to go straight to the scoring stuff here. So green up there is going to score 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and get 3 research points. 1, 2, 3. Over here, nobody's going to score anything because nobody has guys in both. Over here, nobody's going to score anything. Over here, nobody's going to score anything. Over here, yellow scores 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty good for yellow. And get 2 research points. 1, 2. And then finally down here, green's going to score 2, 1, 2, and get 0 research points. So that's it for scoring. Did I cause any other crises? No, everything's at 2. Perfect. We're going to come down here. We're all going to go up on this track. Again, does not matter. It's the last round of the game. All right, crises. Oops. Let's do it. So crisis number 1 is here. Obviously, I'm at the most, so I'm going to score 2, 1, 2. Both my guys are going to die. Then 2 is over here. Nobody's going to score anything. 3 is here. Green's going to score 2. 1, 2. Yellow scores 1. Oh, look at that. We're all bunched up. Yellow dies. Green gets flipped over. And then 4 is nothing's there. Okay, then we're going to go here. Nobody's at the top. Then we're going to go here. Nobody's done this stupid assimilate action throughout the whole game. This is more useful in a 4 and 5 player game. It happens a lot more. In a 2-3 player game, it doesn't really happen because there's not that many viruses on the board. All right, we're going to reset turn order. So it's going to be yellow, purple, green. And then we're going to go to end game scoring. All right, so the first thing you're going to score is every organ that you have a virus, you're going to score a point. So green has 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, let's just say. And then purple has 1, 2, only 2. 1, 2. And then yellow has 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the last thing you're going to score are your cards. You're going to go through your cards, and the cards that you bought from the market that have points here, you're going to add them in. So I'm going to score 2, 3, 4. Should have 4 cards. Yeah, 4. I think it's only 4 because the other one's 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to lose for sure. The yellow is going to have 3, 4, 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 2. 1, 2. They destroyed me. Then 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And boom, that's how you score. All right, so just a little reminder over here. You're going to score your cards, and each organ that you have a virus, you're going to score 1 extra point. And that's pretty much the game. I pretty much lost on the last round when I scored absolutely no organs. I could have easily won, but I wasn't paying attention. But there you go. That is viral. quick final thoughts here for those who have made it. In my opinion, this plays a lot better at 4 and 5 players. At 2 or 3, there's not that many viruses on the board. There's not going to be that much killing. It's not great. Definitely play this at 4 and 5. It's much better, much more chaos out there. Ton of viruses all over the place. It's pretty good. So there you go. That's the game. Click on the link below for my other playthroughs. We'll see you in the next one. Later.